Welcome everybody to Project Ein. Today we are continuing the series on the Orion constellation and taking a look at the myth regarding the Greek mythology. If you haven't seen my video about the Egyptian version, do yourself a favor and check it out. Orion was a giant, son of Poseidon, and he was really handsome and could walk on water. He was a hunter and a really good one at that. Orion worked in the court of King Oenopion of the island of Chios, but was blinded and banished for doing, how should I put this, far from consensual love with Merope, the princess of the island. In Starland, also one of the Pleiades. After this, he traveled across the sea to Lemnos to convince Hephaestus, the god of the forge, to restore his sight. Hephaestus directs him to the rising place of the sun, where Helios himself, the god of the sun, had his vision restored. He succeeds and returns to Greece to enact his revenge on the king of Chion. But the king hid himself away from the giant's hunter's wrath in a bronze chamber underground. For me, I find this incredibly unjust. Revenge stories are mostly framed as heroic or at the worst tragic executions of fate which must be carried out. In modern context, it doesn't feel like the revenge here is necessarily justified because of Orion's earlier antics. After this, he retired to the island of Delos or Crete, where he became the hunting buddy of Artemis and after his death became a constellation. There are multiple well-spread stories of his death. The most common one being Orion fell into a classic trap of hubris and bragged that he could hunt all the beasts on Earth. So Gaia, the Earth Mother, decided to send a scorpion to put an end to the giant. Orion fled to the sky, and so did the scorpion, forever chasing one another on the sky while one rises, the other one sets. In another account of the story, he planned to marry Artemis, which Artemis's brother, Apollo, did not like at all. So he tricked her sister to shoot Orion while the giant was swimming way far off the coast, so far that he looked like a tiny dot. By betting, she couldn't shoot it. Artemis, being Artemis, snipes Orion, and sadly he dies. So Artemis, being bummed over this whole ordeal, turns Orion into a constellation. In another telling of the story, their friendship is much less close. Orion tries to, heavy air quotes, chase Oedipus, another of the Pleiades, and he succeeds in doing so. This naturally angers Artemis, who turns the Pleiades into stars to help them get away from Orion, and asks Apollo to help, which he does happily, and gets a scorpion to sting Orion, killing him. After the whole ordeal, Zeus turns Orion into a constellation so he can forever chase the Pleiades, because Zeus is Zeus and he can do whatever he wants. Just to be frank with you, before this project I thought Orion was a really cool guy, but damn it, this made me reconsider. Anyway, make sure to subscribe if you want to see more from this channel. Until then, bye.